Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Last Airbender, and today I'm going to be bringing you a normal game that I played just recently, and this is going to be a game featuring Talon. And recently, with the new patch, there's been a great buff to Black Cleaver, and I'll be highlighting that buff in this patch, just to show the strength of Black Cleaver and what it can do for a character like Talon, or another AD caster. So I'm going to be mid against Karthus, which is very, very good for me because Talon counters Karthus really, really well, just because he can just burst him down instantly, and Karthus is very, very squishy early game. So we're going to be seeing that matchup, and also on my team we've got a Shen, Ezreal, Nocturne, Lee Sin, and on the enemy team we have a Vayne, Warwick, Blitzcrank, Cho'Gath, and obviously Karthus, as I just explained. So I'm going to line up the mid lane, top lane real quick. And there's the mid lane. Cho'Gath is top, so we'll get Shen, Nocturne and Warwick, Ezreal and Vayne. There we go. So got all the lanes matched up. I actually started with a Biscuit of Rejuvenation because I went down the utility tree just to try it out this game. The other runes that I'm running are AD, Armor Pen, Armor, and Magic Resist. And you start W on Talon because if you start anything else it really doesn't do anything. And I'm also going to start out with a longsword just for that extra damage early game, because you really don't need boots early game, to be honest, because of the new buff to movement speed. I think that's one of the greatest changes that Riot's done so far. So again, I already talked about the mid lane matchup. Karthus is just going to be really really bad in this lane, just because first of all he has 15 armor, which means he has no bonus armor. And I'm basically going to be doing true damage to him with my with my armor pin. I'm starting the game with 17 armor pin, and Karthus has 15 armor. That means I'm literally going to be doing more than true damage to him. I don't even know actually if you do more damage if you penetrate through all their armor. But that I'm going to be doing at least true damage to this Karthus, which is pretty funny. And that's why you run armor pen on Talon, so you can do just ridiculous amounts of damage. So in the top lane we've got a Shen versus a Cho'Gath. That should just be a farm off because Cho'Gath has ridiculous sustain, and Shen's got some pretty OP sustain too. And both of them are just going to get really tanky and fat and immobile in lane basically. So that should be a farm off. In the jungle we've got Nocturne and Warwick. In my opinion, Nocturne's far superior to Warwick in the jungle. Even with the new buffs with Machete, Nocturne can still completely outclear him as he's as Warwick is outclearing him, but that's mainly because Warwick's getting help from his team. Now see, look at this, Warwick's taking a lot of damage from the jungle, and he hasn't used his smite yet. I think Nocturne is going to go ahead and smite that, yeah. Now Warwick got a really good leash, so he managed to not use his smite, so I think he's just going to go straight to red buff and clear that. At least that seems like what he's gonna do, but he actually doesn't have boots, so he's gonna be kind of slow getting into the lane that he's trying to gain. And also Warwick does not have good ganks because he doesn't have any gap closers, and he doesn't do all that much damage except for red buff, I guess. If he ganked for Cho'Gath early game, he might get a kill on Shen, but then Shen's probably just gonna shadow dash away. Because I don't think Warwick and Cho'Gath can burst down a Shen early game. Just because Shen's innately very tanky, and he can just shadow dash away from Warwick, which renders his slow useless with red buff. So hang on a second, I need to turn something off. Sorry about that, guys, just back into the game right here. So let's focus on mid lane a little bit, the lane I'm in. On Talon, your Rake is your main damaging ability, and you'll probably see it in a second. If I ever do use it. But yeah, your Rake is your main damaging ability, which is what you want to max first. Your Q is your second damaging ability. It's what you want to max second. Yeah, there's the Rake right there. And notice how Warwick's coming in for a gank here. We'll see if he's able to do anything. I'm actually just staying back because I know I can't do anything. And I'm actually going to go and see if I can gank bottom lane. Because I noticed that Blitzcrank started with boots and 1 ward, which means that he couldn't possibly have warded early game. So I'm just gonna come and I actually missed my E onto Vayne there, but I think we should be able to get the kill. Get the kill anyway. So yeah, we're able to get that kill even though I missed my E. And what Talon's E does is that you jump to an enemy minion or champion and you silence them for like 1 second or something. Yeah, you silence them for 1 second and you amplify your damage against them by 3%. So that was a good job by me going down there to pick up the kill, even though I did miss the E, which is kind of a big part, because it lets you get right on top of them to land your Q, which is an auto attack, basically, an auto attack improver. Now, Nocturne's trying to set something up in the top lane, in mid lane, but oh, notice how Warwick ganks, and then Nocturne's easily able to counter gank that. And see, I just flash away from Warwick, and he's not able to chase me anymore. Even though he has his blood scent, he only moves like 331, 341 or something. Or 381, sorry. Actually, he does move kind of fast, but that really isn't that much. And look at this guy. He's just gonna try and tower dive us. No, like, Warwick does no damage early game. That was probably one of the worst decisions that Warwick could have made, because he gave me another kill, putting me even farther ahead in this lane. Now, I'm just gonna go back and spend my gold, so I can demolish Karthus in this mid lane. And I should be buying a Brutalizer, which is always what you want to buy first on the new Talon build. Boots and a Brutalizer and maybe a health potion or two. Yeah, I'm pretty much set for a while with just that build. And wow, Shen's actually getting pretty low against this Cho'Gath. We'll see if Cho'Gath's able to pick up the kill or anything. He's not actually level 6 yet, and his feast costs 100 mana, so even if he was level 6, he wouldn't be able to cast it just yet. And that's another problem with Cho'Gath early game, is that he has quite a lot of mana problems when it comes down to it. Just because his Q, 90 mana, his Feral Scream, 90 mana, and he just doesn't have that big of a mana pool early game. If you use one spell, it's already a fourth of your mana gone. And to put out damage against top laners like Shen, who have energy, you need to have a big mana pool. Which is why people like to build Rod of Ages on Cho'Gath, but yeah, so that's the weakness of Cho'Gath. Even though he has great sustain, he can't always keep it up because his spells cost a lot of mana. And so I'm actually coming up here for a gank because I noticed that Cho'Gath hasn't gone back yet, so I know he doesn't have any wards. And we'll see how this plays out. Yeah, and I'm easily able to pick up the kill there. And I'm just going to slow down Warwick with my red buff. And I'm actually able to pick up the kill on Warwick there too. Because I got level 3 of my Q, or of my rake, so that's going to be doing around 200 damage when you add up the totals for when it goes back and forth. So 200 damage on your W is really good actually early game, because let's look at Karthus. 200 damage is a fourth of his health, which is a lot of harass. And he did buy a chain vest actually, which is actually very smart of Karthus against this lane. And oh, I missed a kill on bottom. Hang on a second. See how this goes. Notice how Ezreal has the first blood advantage, but he still hasn't gone back yet. And wow, they're actually able to pick up that kill very easily just with Lee Sin burst damage. And they might be able to get the kill on Blitzcrank here too. Ezreal doesn't have his flash up. Oh, but wow, the Q damage. But he is gonna die to minions, so. That was the 2-for-1 trade, definitely in Ezreal's favor because he got 2 kills, obviously. Actually, Lee Sin picked up the first one. Never mind. That was an even trade, basically. And Ezreal's gonna pick up his BF sword and some attack speed boots, so that's really good for him. What I'm doing right now is I'm just picking up the blue buff so I can have unlimited mana in mid lane. And unlimited mana, and not to mention cooldown reduction, is really good for Talon, because you want to be tossing out those rakes as much as you can. And actually, what I end up buying here is Boots of Mobility, and the reasoning for this is I don't really need magic resist against Karthus because he's so far behind. Notice how he only has a chain vest and a fairy charm, and that's all he's been doing in this lane. He has no damage. Actually, I think he's AFK, unfortunately. Oh no, he's not AFK. He's coming back to the lane. We'll see what Karthus is able to do when he comes back. Probably not much, is what I'm guessing. Considering how I'm 4-0 with a Brutalizer. And how much armor pen am I at right now? Let's go ahead and check. I've got 32 armor pen plus the 8% for Masteries. So I'm going to be ignoring a lot of armor. And oh, Nocturne's ulting into top lane. Might be able to pick up the kill on Cho'Gath here. Got some really good CC down on him. And come on. Oh, Nocturne's tanking the turret. And wow, he flashes away. Very good flash from Nocturne. Now Warwick's actually, he should be picking up a kill or two here because he does have his ultimate. Actually, oh yep. Oh wow, but that was a really good Shen ult though. But Warwick does have Ignite, so he is able to pick up that kill. And we'll see if any action keeps going down on this top line. Nope, we're done here. So I actually missed my kill on Karthus here. Hang on a second. Just jump back 30 seconds or so. Now I'm just gonna straight up jump onto him, it looks like. Yeah. And I actually did not put my Ignite down on him, so I had to flash and Ignite onto him. So that was kind of a misplay by me. I got the kill nonetheless, but I burned my flash, which was not necessary. If I had just pressed Ignite earlier, while I was in range of it, I wouldn't have had to burn my flash. But I guess I just assumed that my skills would be enough to get the kill. But anyway, I managed to go back and pick up nothing, so I guess I'm saving up for my Black Cleaver. Black Cleaver costs around 1100 and I'm 300 away, so at this point in the game I'm 5-0. Karthus is 0-2. He is not going to be able to do anything in this mid lane. He has 800 health. My Q is going to be doing around 250 damage to him every time it passes through him, which is it's like a third of his health. Oh, and actually, they're able to pick up a kill in the bot lane. We'll see how that happens real quick. Blitzcrank tried to land the grab, but Ezreal just kind of jumps out. And Lee Sin hits the Q. Wow, Vayne just ends up getting the kill because they tower dove, and that's never a good idea if you're squishy. And wow, Vayne's actually just able to pick up a double kill. Even though Ezreal's kind of able to even out with the kill onto Blitzcrank, so that's a pretty good job on both sides there. A better job on Vayne's side because she's actually managing to do well in this lane, even though Ezreal had a massive advantage. Oh, but here I am. I'm actually just going to ult so Vayne can't get me away. And I'm easily able to pick up that kill. My reasoning for ulting, I think I just said it, but I thought Vayne was just going to condemn me away. So I stealthed so Vayne could not condemn me. And then I made sure I was in range of her so I could silence her. And that's how I pulled off that kill. And Nocturne's actually pinging Dragon. And I think I'm just gonna jump onto this guy. See if we can pick up the kill here. Now he's actually gonna be able to pick up the kill on me because he's got his ultimate, and that's gonna give him a lot of lifesteal. Yeah, there you go. That was a good job by Warwick there. Kind of a misplay by me. But I think that Warwick's gonna die anyway. Oh, the Ezreal ult barely misses. Oh, Ezreal hits the Q, but it's not enough to do. It's not enough to do him away. Now Blitzcrank flashes away, so he's gonna be okay there. Warwick's still running. Lee Sin trying to get the kill. Lee Sin actually puts a ward down, even though Nocturne was right there just for him to safeguard too. Kind of an interesting play by Lee Sin there, but it's okay. It's just 75 gold. Not really that big of a deal. Now this actually is support Lee Sin, which I believe is kind of viable, just because Lee Sin does so much has so much innate damage on his kit. But a champion like Blitzcrank would definitely be better, just because, oh, Blitzcrank actually pulls him in, taking a lot of damage from Vayne, and wow, Vayne's just easily able to pick up the kill there. Don't really know what Lee Sin was doing right there, but good job by the enemy bot lane picking up that kill. Now I'm coming down to gank, but they do have a ward, and notice how I have picked up my Black Cleaver. So they actually have this warded too. So I'm actually in a very bad position there. And I see Warwick coming down, and I actually just ult in. And I might get the kill. No, I actually... Oh, yeah, the last tick of Knight's gonna get it. So they engage onto our bot lane here. But wow, Vayne pops her ult, and I think that's gonna be enough to get the kill. There's no running from Vayne when she's got her ult on. Yep. Now notice how Vayne actually does have 5 kills now. I still have more kills than her, but she does have 5 kills now, and a fed Vayne is a scary Vayne. But the thing is, I am Talon after all, and I do have the new OP item, basically the most OP item in the game now, Black Cleaver, which basically means that I'm going to be able to jump on her and instantly burst her down, which is Never a good thing if you're an AD carry. Now, unfortunately, I think Karthus is AFK'd. I didn't know this happened in this game, but I guess we'll just have to deal with it. See how this game turns out. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't know this game had a DC'er. And wow, Cho'Gath's chasing onto a low health Shen here. Shen almost got enough energy. Oh wow, Cho'Gath flashes over the wall. And I'm just gonna kinda kill him, basically, is what's gonna happen. Now my E has like a 6-second cooldown, so I'm just gonna keep chasing. And I do have boots of mobility, so I'll easily be able to catch up to him. And yep, there's the kill on a Cho'Gath. I think I saved Shen's life there, but probably not, because Shen could have just shadow dashed away. That's what I was trying to say. Now Vayne actually able to pick up a kill there. I think what happened was Lee Sin just took a lot of free damage. Yeah. Lee Sin just gets pulled in by Blitzcrank, and Vayne's able to get the kill with her red buff and her soon-to-be Phantom Dancer. Now, Warwick could have just finished that turret, to be honest, but actually I'm here, so probably not. Yeah, Warwick's just gonna back off without getting the turret. Good play by him trying to push it up. So not really much going on in this game. I think this is gonna be a 20-minute surrender since Karthus AFK'd. I don't really blame him because I was so far ahead in the lane. Pretty much every single time he would have come, I would have just killed him. Unfortunate for him. Now I'm actually just gonna pick up the blue buff here because I'm out of mana and I can spam my spells more. Even though Talon has pretty good mana costs, you don't really want to be running out of mana on Talon because he's useless otherwise, because he is an AD caster. Now the next item I'm going here is Last Whisper, and this is basically so I can do true damage to my opponents. And that's really overpowered. If you can just do true damage, Talon has a lot of base damage added to his kit, so he snowballs really hard. And we got the engage, engage on bot lane here. Gotta stop my talking. Gonna kick, oh wow, Vayne's actually, oh, the clutch Shen ultimate. And wow, let's see that one more time in slow motion. Okay, breaking down this fight here. We've got Ezreal doing a lot of damage to Blitzcrank here, while at the same time Vayne is doing a lot of damage onto this Lee Sin here. And wow. Oh, one more auto attack, but the clutch Shen ultimate. Clutch Shen ultimate. And wow, I'm here, and I basically just instantly killed Vayne. That was a great Shen ultimate right there. I did not even know this happened in this game. And now Shen's just gonna teleport back to top lane. Like he didn't even do anything, even though he just made a great play there. That was a great play by this Drifter Shen. And now we're just gonna push this bot turret with my 200 AD and get a free turret. Lee Sin just chilling at 80 health, no problem. If Karthus was up, if only Karthus was here to get that kill. But alas, he's not here. Nocturne pinging onto the dragon. Oh, still in slow motion. Hang on a second. There we go. Nocturne's pinging on the dragon, so we're just gonna go ahead and pick that up. Lee Sin's still running around at 80 health, not necessarily a good idea. Now I probably should have gone mid to cover this tower. That's actually what I'm gonna go do now. See if I can pick up the kill onto Warwick, who's actually not gonna push it, surprisingly. But nonetheless, I'm gonna get this farm, and we're gonna be good. Now Karthus actually does reconnect. I don't know if he's gonna do anything, but sadly he did disconnect, so he's going to be useless to the enemy team, especially when he's level 6 compared to everyone else. Now, not really much going on at this point. I guess I'll fast forward a little bit. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I expected. Oh. Now the two tanks are going to have a little disruption here in their action with the Blitzcrank gank. Now, Shen is extremely tanky, so he shouldn't really be doing anything. Now, I'm actually just going to jump onto Warwick here and see if I can fight him. And wow, look at that damage. Now, Karthus actually is here. So let's just look at that fight real quick. I want you guys to see the damage I just put out on this Warwick. Q does about a fourth, Rake does a lot, and look at this, look at that ult damage. I basically just instantly killed him. Now that is the bonus of having all that armor pin. Now actually, this fight's going down up here. I'm gonna slow it down. slow it down even more. So I'm running in, and we've got some slow-mo action going on. Cho'Gath lands the Rupture onto Lee Sin, but Lee Sin manages to kick him back. And wow, I'm gonna jump onto this Blitzcrank here, and whoa, look at that, look at those red spikes. And Blitzcrank just dies. He literally just dies. And we'll see the next kill here. I'm landing some auto attacks on him. Oh, I'm silenced. Who's gonna be able to pick up the kill? Who's gonna pick it up? Is it gonna be Lee Sin? It's gonna be Talon. What's gonna happen? Oh, the suspense. The suspense. Who's gonna get it? Oh. Oh, Lee Sin manages to hit the Q. Oh, but Scumbag Nocturne takes it with his Q. So all in all, a good fight there by our team, managing to pick up 3 kills for no kills. And wow, that Ezreal ult did half of Karthus' health, so that is not good for Karthus. He is actually back, surprisingly. If I were him, I probably would have just AFK'd in the base because I was so far behind. And notice how Vayne's rushed a Phantom Dancer. This isn't as strong as it used to be on Vayne, even though the attack speed is still really high. First of all, it's not as much attack speed, and not as much movement speed. But the passive is okay, I guess. Ignoring unit collision, I guess that's okay, but it's really not worth it at all. Now Karthus just kind of out of mana, farming the jungle, struggling to finish the wolves there, while I'm instantly killing wraiths there in the jungle. And I've picked up a health crystal, and I'm going to be going for my second Black Cleaver. Now let's just take a look at the armor pen here. Now, I've got 32 flat, and wow, Blitzcrank's actually going to pull me in, so we'll see what happens here. I'm just going to back off because I heard the Warwick scream over my head, or howl. So I'm just going to back off. I assumed Warwick was coming to gank me. Now let's just look at the armor pin on my Talon build here. We've got 32 flat armor pin, plus 40%, but then plus the passive from Black Cleaver. And wow, I just picked up another 15 armor pin. So I've got 47 armor pin plus 40%, plus the more percentage from Black Cleaver. And what the most broken part about all this is that the Black Cleaver not only gives attack damage, health, cooldown reduction, armor pin, and percentage armor pin, but the percentage armor pin is not a unique passive, which means if you build like 6 Black Cleavers on Talon, you're gonna have over 100% armor pin on a single target. With if you have 6 Black Cleavers, every single like damaging ability you have or auto attack will decrease their armor by like whatever 7.5 times 6 is, which is over like, for every damaging ability it's gonna be over like 50% armor pin. For each ability, which means if I hit my rake, it'll be double that. So it'll be 100% armor pin. And wow, look at that damage. This is just Talon, a snowballed Talon. If you want to see kills here, this is a great example for a kill. Now Vayne flashes over. Shin's just kind of baiting it as hard as he can. Vayne's kind of fed, getting pretty cocky here. Shin lands the taunt. I land my abilities. And I honestly did not even need to use my ultimate there. I instantly killed that Vayne. That Vayne was completely dead. Now that's just pretty much showcasing a fed Talon at its finest. Got my got my W and my Q maxed out. Ult rank 2 of the ultimate, and that's pretty much all it takes. Very, very fed Talon. 12-2. I think that's my end game score. And I don't know if I finished this Black Cleaver, but game should be ending pretty soon. I would expect a 20-minute surrender, because Karthus is actually AFK in the base again, along with Cho'Gath. So
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Sadly, this wasn't a very good game for you guys, but hopefully you did get some good fight commentary and some good insta-kills from Talon. Those are always funny to watch. So I think they do surrender, actually. Sadly, it wasn't a very good game. Anyway. Ezreal actually got pretty fed too, 5-2. Even though the Vayne had 6 kills, he definitely had more items because he had farm. And wow. Hang on. Let's go back and see that kill real quick. Now notice Vayne's just kind of walking out. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when she encounters the Talon. Slow down. And wow. That is a lot of damage. That's pretty much showcasing Talon. Oh, Karthus is here. What's he gonna do? I'm out of mana. Oh no! Nocturne ults actually, and I'm just gonna probably finish him off with a rake or two. And yep. Wow, good channel. Good tower dive by Nocturne, all in all. And notice how little damage that does, just because Karthus is so underleveled. But anyway guys, game should be ending soon. Yep, there it is. Surrender rope from the enemy team. Not much you can do against the 13-2 Talon. He's just gonna insta-kill you. So yeah, good game.